Well, of course, this deal raises all sorts of questions about the oil industry, Russia and the environment. And to talk about this, now we're joined by Chris Nedler, an industry analyst, energy industry analyst based in California. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, Chris. Firstly, could I ask, do you reckon, in your opinion, does this look like a good deal for Exxon, or have they had to fight too hard to get their foot in the door here?
Actually, I believe it is probably a good deal. I ran a little math, and I think that even with a total project cost of up to $500 billion for somewhere between 27 and 60 billion barrels of oil, the production cost is likely to be in the $10 to $20 a barrel range. So with Brent crude trading at $115 today, it looks like a very good deal for both Exxon and Russia.
Chris, Tom Burgess-Watson here in the newsroom. Now, a lot of people have seen just all the problems BP has had trying to get this deal, and they'll be wondering about what doing business in Russia is really like. Do you think the problem is with Russia or BP, or a question of the two?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's very tricky to do business with the Russian oil and gas companies. They have a history of not necessarily honoring the terms of their original deals and playing some very serious political hardball with their partners. But certainly BP could have handled it much better as well. I think they were just simply unprepared legally or politically to really play this game with Rosneft.
And Chris, we're seeing this more and more, aren't we? This sort of exploration into the most difficult to reach parts of the earth just to get our hands on some oil, for the Canadian tar sands, for instance, and now this drilling in the Arctic. Are we going to be seeing more of this in the future?
Yes, absolutely. You don't go to the ends of the earth, literally, to get oil unless you have no other prospects that are easier to get to. The world has seen its days of cheap and easy oil. Those are gone. What's left is hard to get to in remote areas. It's expensive, and the Arctic is one of the few remaining places that hasn't already been drilled up. Russia's main oil fields are very mature and in decline, and the same is true for the majority of Exxon's reserves. Both entities are very interested in finding new prospects to exploit, and unfortunately, the Arctic is one of the few places that they have left to do that.